We are starting from the numerical number 3 in exercise. You can read the question in book. A car moves first 0.41 hour with a velocity of 20 km per hour. Then for 0.4 hour with a velocity of 60 km per hour. And in the last 0.2 hour with a velocity of 20 km per hour. Draw the time velocity graph. So we have to draw the time velocity graph. Time we take onto the x-axis and velocity we take onto the y-axis. Is it clear? Next, starting the time is given in points, so we will mark it as 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 and going on. Okay, the time is given in hours. Velocity is given in kilometer per hour. We will start it from 20, 40, 60, 80 and so on. The very first point is given as a car moves first 0.1 hour with a velocity of 20 km per hour. First 0.1 hour with a velocity of 20 km. So it is a point. Next 0.4 hour with a velocity of 60 km per hour. 0.4 hour. Next 0.4 hour. After 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5. 0.5 will be the point and it moves with a velocity of 60 km per hour. So we have the point here. We will join this. Now the last point, the next 0.2 hour with a velocity of 20 km per hour. After this 0.2 hour with a velocity of 20 km per hour, we match it here. So this is the time displacement graph we need to draw in this question. So the very first part, how much distance the car moves in the first time interval. How much distance the car moves in the first time interval. In this time interval, how much distance the car moves. We will find it here is the distance. Distance here it is as velocity into time. The velocity is given here as 20 km per hour and time is given as 0.1 hour. So when we multiply it, we get the answer is 2 km. So this is the answer of the first part. Now moving on to the second part. Second part is how much distance the car moves in the whole journey. In the whole journey, how much distance the car moves. So how to find distance moved in whole journey. So how to find? Mark it as A, B, C. If we calculate this much distance, then we will get the total path. So first of all we got this path as 2 kilometers. Now plus how much speed is this? 60 km per hour. So 60 into 0.5 minus 0.1 which is equal to 0.4. Now next plus how much distance it is? How much velocity it is? The velocity is 20 km per hour and how much time it takes? 0.2 hour. So finally we get 2 plus 24 plus 4. Final answer is 30 kilometers. Is it clear? The first part is 2 kilometers and the second part we get it as 30 kilometers. We have to find the distance in each part, O to A to B and B to C, and adding them all we get the total distance in the whole journey. Now the last part, how much time the car take in first 14 kilometers. How much time the car take in first 14 kilometers. So this much part is 2 kilometers. In 2 kilometers the car is moving with a velocity of 20 km per hour. We will get this. Now we have to find up to 14 km. So we have calculated 2 km and the remaining 12 km. The car is moving with a velocity of 60 km per hour. So we will divide it as, we get the answer 0.1 hour plus 0.2 hour. Final answer is 0.3 hours. Is it clear? Okay, now moving on to the next question, which is question number 5. What the question number 5 tells us? Please read in your books. First of all, we will draw the graph, which is velocity time graph. Velocity in the y-axis and time on the x-axis. Time is in seconds and velocity is in meter per second. Okay, mark the time as 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and 1. Mark the velocity as 2, 4, 6 and 8. Okay, so the graph shows that for 2 seconds the object moves with the velocity of 8 meter per second. For 2 seconds the object moves with the velocity of 8 meter per second. For the next up to 10 seconds, the velocity of the object remains the same. Up to 10 seconds, the velocity of the object remains the same. And after 10 seconds, the velocity of the object reduces and it goes to 4. Okay, up to 12, it goes to 4. And after 12 seconds, the velocity again remains the constant up to 16. Okay, this is the graph which we have drawn, is given in your book. Okay, what is the question? We have to find how fast the runner moves in 16 seconds. In 16 seconds, how far the runner moves, means how much distance the runner has covered in this 16 seconds. How to find? To find this, we have a simple method. Divide this part in triangles and rectangles. Okay, so then this is mark it as A, B, C, D and E. By calculating the area of A, B, C, D and E and also summing up all the areas, we will get the distance. So to find A, what to do? Area of triangle is half base. What is the base here? 2 minus 0, which is 2. And what is the height here? Height here is 8. So answer will be 8. What is 8? What we have find? By calculating the area, we got the displacement, means we get 8 meter. Now in the portion B, what we will get? Base into height, or area of square is side square. We have the side 10 minus 2, which is 8, and we have this side also 8. 8 into 8, 64 meter. Now for C portion, C is area of triangle again. Area of triangle is half. What is the base here? Base here is 12 minus 10, which is 2. And what is the height here? Height here is 8 minus 4, 4. So we get the answer 4 meter. Now in D portion, D is again a rectangle. Base, which is 2, and height, which is 4. 2 4s are 8 meter. Now next, E portion, which seems to be a square. 16 minus 12, 4, and 4 minus 0, 4. 4 4s are 16 meter. Adding all the areas, we get distance is equals to 8 plus 64 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16, which is equals to 20 meters. So, which is equals to 100 meters. Clear? This is the first part of our question. Now, if we do the second part, what is the acceleration of the runner at 11 seconds? What is the acceleration of the runner at 11 seconds? 11 seconds means here between 10 and 12, what will be the acceleration? So to find acceleration, we calculate this slope, because the slope of the velocity time graph gives us the acceleration. So how to find the slope here? Change in velocity means 8 minus 4 to find this one, this slope, because the slope of the velocity time graph gives us the acceleration. Here final velocity is 4 and initial velocity is 8. So we write it as 4 minus 8 upon the time taken. Time is 2 seconds. But we will get minus 4 upon 2, which is equals to minus 2 meter per second square. Is it clear? Okay. Now moving on to the next question, which is the question number 11th. What does the question number 11 says? Question number 11. A car accelerates uniformly on a straight road from rest to a speed of 18 km per hour. From rest means we have given an initial velocity is equal to 0 to a speed of 180 km per hour. To a speed means 180 km per hour is our final velocity or speed. Now in 25 seconds, time is also given 25 seconds. Find the distance covered by the car in this time interval. Find the distance covered by the car. How to find distance? To find distance, we have to find the acceleration first. And before finding the acceleration, we see this unit as kilometer per hour and the time unit is second. So match the units by multiplying it by 5.80. We get the answer as 50 meter per second. Okay, the velocity is 50 meter per second and time is 25 seconds. Now to find acceleration, we have the formula v minus u upon t, which is equals to 50 minus 0 upon 25, which is equals to 2 meter per second square. This is the acceleration we got from this formula. Now we have to calculate the distance. To find distance, we use the formula as s is equals to ut plus half at square. This is the second equation of motion. By using this formula, we will get the distance or displacement. U is 0, so this portion will be 0. Half, what is A? A here is 2, and what is T? T is 25. 25 square. Cancel. 25 square is 625, and the unit of distance is meter. The answer is 625 meter. Is it clear? Very easy question. Now, moving on to the next question. The question is, question number is 13. Next question is question number 13. Now the next question is question number 17. A balloon going upwards with a velocity of 12 meter per second. A balloon going upwards with a velocity of 12 meter per second. 12 meter per second. This is the balloon and this is going upwards. Upward means against the gravity. If the direction is upwards, we take it as minus. Okay. Now, is at a height of 65 meter from the earth. Is at a height means what is the displacement here? 65 meter from the earth. Exactly at an instant, the packet drops from it. How much time will the packet take in reaching the earth? If g is given as 10 meter per second square, we have to calculate the time. How to calculate the time? We have a very simple formula for finding this. S is equals to ut plus half at square. What is S here? 65. What is u? U is minus 12. T is not given. Half. What is A here? A is the acceleration due to gravity, which is g, which is 10, and t square. What we get? Minus 12t plus 5t square. Arranging this as a perfect quadratic equation, we get 5t square minus 12t minus 65 is equals to 0. Multiplying the 65 and 5, what we get? 65 into 5, we get it as 325. And finding the LCM of 325, 5 6 is 30, 525, 5 and the 5, 5 is a 50, and 13 is a 30. By using this 5, 5 and 13, we will split the middle term of this equation. We get here as 5t square minus 25t plus 13t minus 65 is equals to 0. Okay, 5 has a 25 and minus 13, plus 13. Taking out common 5t, we get t minus 5, 13 here, t minus 5 is equals to 0. Putting t minus 5 is equals to 0, and also 5t plus 13 is equals to 0. We get t is equals to 5 seconds, and here t is equals to minus 13 by 5 seconds. Time cannot be in minus, so we will take it as t is equals to 5 seconds, which is the answer. Okay. Now I am also explaining one extra question, which is the question number 7, which we have left in this chapter. So please move back to question number 7. What is that question? The figure shows the time distance graph of the two cars which move simultaneously. We have to draw the graph, time which is in seconds and distance which is in meters. Okay. Mark the time as 0, 1, 2 and 3. Mark the distance as 0, 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and going on. Now from 0, this is the car B position, and from 5, this is the car A position. Okay, from 0 to 3, this is the car B position, and from 5 to A, this is the car A position. Okay, we have to find by how much distance the car A was ahead of car B initially. First part, how much distance car A was ahead of car B initially, at initial point. At initial, B is at 0, at A and A is at 5. So how much distance A is ahead of 5? A is 5 meter ahead of B. Clear? From the graph we say it directly. Now the second portion, which is which car is moving faster. So by a graph we can tell easily which car is moving faster. This A is covering small distance in 3 seconds with comparison to B, which is covering large distance in this 3 seconds. So A is moving faster. A is moving faster than B. Okay. Now third part is after how much time and at which place the car B will catch the car A. This is the place where car B will match the car A. What is the point? The time is 1 second and the distance is around 10 meters. Okay. Time is 1 second and distance is around 10 meters. The car A will catch car B.